It's NBA action on EA Sports. I'm Ed Cohen. Great to be joined by Jay Williams for what should be a terrific matchup here tonight. From TD Garden in Boston, tonight, the Boston Celtics taking on the Washington Wizards. The Celtics control the opening tip, and we're underway in downtown Boston. Gilgeous-Alexander. Fires the three, buries it on the catch and shoot.
I hope everyone here knows the golden rule. Guys, remember, sharing is caring.
Oh, Jay, he commands the paint this time down.
You see, you can't actually get mesmerized by the ball. You actually have to focus on the dribbler's belly button. I know that may sound cheesy, but trust me, he can't go anywhere without his core.
Baseline drive. Finishing inside the paint on that one.
It looks like he's using his ball handling to feel the game out. I know it looks like he's just playing around out there trying to get the fans going. That is true, but he's also finding his rhythm.
Yes, and a foul. He'll have a chance at a three-point play.
And I love the smile on the face of the offensive player. Sometimes luck is on your side. I don't know how that shot went in, but and one.
Oh, he can't connect. Gilgeous-Alexander. Oh, nice find for the basket.
You feel that? I see the confidence building.
Stuffs it down with authority.
It's easy to become mesmerized when you watch a player who can create off the dribble. We call that dancing. When you allow a player to dance with that much space, that's Prob City.
And the basket good at the rim.
Look, there was barely any contact on that last play. I agree with the ref's no call. Let him play.
Stuffs it down with authority.
An easy two. Get back on defense.
Gilgeous-Alexander. Driving right to the basket. Gets a look. Can't hit.
And that's how you close out on a shooter with a sense of urgency. The shooter was more worried about his landing space than he was the shot.
Yes, and the foul. And a chance at three coming up.
The offense has very little to lose on those type of plays if they know they can, number one, create contact, and number two, still get the ball up. You need to assert yourself fully on the defensive end by initiating the contact and not allowing the offensive player to get that ball above his waist.
Free throw up and good. Gives him a 2-point lead. Count it.
Tie ball game so far. Neither one of these teams really able to pull ahead. Might be time to put the bench players in the game, and let's see who can differentiate themselves.
Yes, and a foul. He'll have a chance at a three-point play.
That was such a great job by the offensive player. Knowing that you're probably going to take some lumps here and there, but still remaining aggressive throughout the shot and getting a crack at the extra point.
Free throw's good. A three-point play. And with that, they go up by 3. To Vucevic. Oh, had him going there for a second. Pulls up for 2.
2 points. Take them any way you can get them.
Yes, and the foul. And a chance at 3 coming up.
And I know there's so much excitement about the play, but everybody looks at the player. More people need to pay attention to the guy at the end of the bench, the strength and conditioning coach, because this kid's been putting in the time and effort every day in the weight room.
The free throw's good. Caps off the three-point play. The lead is 4. And a foul. He'll have a chance at a three-point play.
People become so fixated on the hands or the arms or the strengths of the arms. I look at the legs. The strength of his legs help him power through that play. That's how you get and ones.
The free throw, perfect. And the lead is up to 7. Footer at the buzzer. We played a quarter here on Valentine's Day. Jay and I are back after this. It's a Ed Cohen, Jay Williams with you.
Substitutions, Boston. Subbing in for the Washington Wizards, number 22.
Hey, double screen.
Lets it fly from long range. Wizards have the rebound. That's toughness right there. Physical inside, gets it to go.
That's lunch pail business right there. Don't worry about the no call. Keep powering through.
The drive, right to the basket, down the lane to lay it in.
Did you see the way that dribble freed him up? It created so much space. I did, but the defender didn't.
Stuffs it down with authority. He was ready right at the tip.
What a first half he's having. He came out of the gate, attacked, found ways to get to the rim. Now look how easy the game is coming to him.
Nothing going here on that drive. And a throwdown. Jay, you know the deal. Keep the touches coming inside.
As long as that defense continues to give you high percentage shots, you better take that every time.
Leaving no doubt. Slams it down.
See, these are the type of opportunities the defense doesn't take advantage of. When that guy went up for that dunk, he cradled the ball to gain momentum. As soon as he brings that ball back to you in the cradle, you have to have active hands get in there, strip that ball away.
Stuffs it down with authority. That misses with a second to go. And that's it for the first half. Wizards have the lead.
is Jalen Rose, and I've got your EA Sports halftime report. The Wizards have themselves a narrow lead. They decided to make a statement in the opening half, and they did it by throwing down dunk after dunk after dunk. I think the rim is still shaking. These are the guys getting buckets for the Washington Wizards. The Celtics aren't down by much after 2 quarters.
And without question, they can put themselves in a position to win this game if they continue to rack up the assists.
Have a look at the leading scorers for the Boston Celtics.
Game travel. Bench points.
What I found interesting about that half of basketball is how the momentum stayed high even when the substitutions started coming into the game. These guys coming off the bench, from both benches actually, are doing a great job of making positive contributions.
Player of the half.
The film speaks for itself. He's definitely the player of the half. Now he just got to give an encore to get his team to win.
Here's our top plays from the first half.
Number 2. Number 1.
For the halftime report, the second half is about to get started.
Washington basketball.
Defense, let's go. Get the ball, get the ball.
Nothing going here on that drive. Big slam. Oh, he looked like he was on a mission.
I was expecting the dish there, but way to fake that one and lay that one in.
Match up, y'all.
Cruises inside for 2.
You normally don't see that, but that's the type of thing that keeps shooters in the league for a long time. Every once in a while, they venture into the paint.
The crossover gets inside and the slam dunk.
It can only be one of 2 things here. 1, the defender ran out of gas, or 2, this dude is just unstoppable.
Hey, big screen right
Here
there,
comes the
big
screen. The pass set it all up.
There's no better feeling after a game after you had 25+ assists and you won the game and everybody recognizes that it's time for their bank accounts to get rewarded.
Right down Broadway for the 2. Defender has to pick him up.
When the ball's in his hands, we all knew what was going to happen.
Celtics have it. Gilgeous Alexander. Nice pace, sets it up, and slams it down. Jay, let's see if that's a sign for him.
Well, he's been pretty much non-existent the first 3 quarters, but when you have a play like that, that can get the juices going, and that can help you with your offensive rhythm.
Ah, rocking the rim.
And when you get your prescription, you take your medicine and you call it a day.
Gilgeous Alexander. Shot from in close, no good. Oh, he's denied.
Oh, big man doing work right there.
Trying to cash in, won't go. He needs some luck on his side given how they're defending.
I love when I see a good contest. You're crowding the player's landing space, which naturally makes him worrisome about turning an ankle on that landing.
Jumper's good.
No doubt about where that one was headed.
Celtics have it.
got ball. I got ball.
Stuffs it down with authority.
Look, the most efficient offenses are the ones with the highest number of assists. There are only 5 teams in the league that average 25 assists or more.
Now the Wizards going to take the timeout as their coaching staff wants to talk things over here in this third quarter. Time to adjust. Both coaches making changes on the floor. Stuffs it down with authority.
I know there's that old saying that says one man can't beat 5, but we're watching one man carry 4 other players. His back has to be hurting. Another big-time finish.
To Vucevic. Almost, and he's not getting the call.
Hey, check up. Let's go.
Stuffs it down with authority.
He got through traffic with ease, but if you're going to fully collapse the defense, you're going to leave wide-open three-point shooters.
I got him. Here we go. Here we go.
D up. D up.
Won't go down. Knocks it down from mid-range.
Hey, one of the things I hear all the great teams say in the huddle, they say 1, 2, 3, no mercy. Now it's time for you to go even harder in the defensive end.
That's me. I got ball. Watch cut.
Three quarters down. The fourth quarter coming up. The Wizards way out in front. It's the Celtics with the ball as we start this fourth quarter. And I think the best way to describe where they stand right now is they're down, but they're not out.
It's a game we used to play in the league all the time. It's called a series of stops. That means get 3 stops in a row. Each game is a game within the game. You get 3 stops in a row, and then another 3 stops in a row, you're right back in this ball game.
Doesn't have the touch. No good. Yes, and the foul. And a chance at 3 coming up.
So many times we get on the defender for quote-unquote letting the offensive player score on an and one. Sometimes there's a lucky bounce, but more often than not, it's the offensive player who makes the play happen despite the defender's best intentions.
Bam Adebayo trying to cash in on the three-point play. For his career, 72%. Free throw good to cap off.
Substitutions, Washington. 1 minute remaining in the fourth quarter.
Gilgeous Alexander. Easy path to the rim.
This type of game needs to be celebrated. This is the type of culture that is fostered when you play with unselfish players. When you give up a little bit of yourself and you make your teammate look great, that's the difference between winning and losing. So when you see these guys smiling, when you see them giving each other high fives, that's because of the energy that was created from the pass. Pass is one of the most brilliant things we have in this game.
There's the whistle and an intentional foul. Just their first in the final 2 minutes, so no free throws yet. They'll take the ball out of bounds.
Good foul right there. You want to stop the clock.
Now here's an intentional foul. So free throws coming up in what is an 8-point ball game.
Okay, now look over to the sideline and see what the staff is trying to draw up on the next play. That's good clock management thus far.
First free throw is good. Gets both to drop at the line. Timeout Boston. They're down big in this fourth quarter and a chance here to empty their bench. Great dish to set it up. Yes, it drops. Little drama on that one.
You know, from a point guard perspective, one of the things that I learned when I played in the league was that the more I was willing to give the ball up, the harder other players were willing to run to their spots. The harder the bigs were running to the rim. The harder the three-point shooters were running to the three-point line because they knew they could be active recipients. And when they caught the ball, they knew exactly what to do with it.
The free throw, good. And they add one more to the lead. It's up to 11. Second effort. Nice touch around the basket with the tip.
2 points. Take them any way you can get them.
Give him 2 points. High percentage. Just inside the arc. At the buzzer. Shot at the buzzer does indeed go down, but it only affects the final score. This ball game is over. The Wizards are the winners as they get a good win on the road. That does it. For my partner Jay Williams and our entire crew, I'm Ed Cohen. This has been a presentation of the NBA on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. As we say, so long, everyone.
David Rose here, and I've got your EA Sports post-game wrap-up. The Wizards.
Almost let this one get away from them, but they managed to get the victory.
I could get into detail about their play calling and shot selection, but let's be honest. We all know that the dunks were the most exciting. I'd be surprised if the rim isn't a little bit bent at this point.
Player of the game.
The highlight says it all. He's your player of the game.